What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I'm here with probably one of the most important videos that we've ever made. So Dragon Ball is a weird game. It has pretty weird rules for no reason, honestly, but some of these interactions are unknown to a lot of people, and we are just entering the BT20 competitive season. We're gonna have a lot of regionals coming soon, so I'm bringing you some rules and interactions that you might not have known about, but you should keep in mind so that you're not caught off guard at the competitive events. But before we begin this video, guys, I believe that this is very helpful info, so please share the video around, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Hopefully this helps some people, and we're on our way to 3,000 subs. Let's see if we can get there. Now, roll the video. As with all of our videos, let's start with a breakdown. So, in this video we'll be going over rules and interactions, focusing on BT20. Guys, Dragon Ball is complicated. There are some rules which aren't obvious, and I took a bunch of them, a couple of scenarios, which I think could come up in the upcoming events, at your locals, so that you don't need to sit down and wonder like, okay, how does this work? Or should I focus on building my deck this way? You know, there can be some misplays that can cost you games. And I took some of these situations and I'm going to explain to you how the rules work in these situations, and hopefully this will help you get prepared for upcoming events. And then we'll just end it up with a summary. Guys, let's go! Vegito counterplay versus Gogeta boss monster. Does Vegito's strike negation effect affect SS4 Gogeta 8 drop? No, it doesn't, and here is why. So Vegito gives this permanent to your leader. Gogeta can't be affected by the skills of non-Gogeta GT cards. In this scenario, it's not you who are affecting the opposing player. It is Vegito giving a skill to your leader, who then targets Gogeta with this permanent when Gogeta swings, and then Gogeta's permanent activates and negates it. That's basically how it goes. So yeah, you can't use this card to prevent Gogeta 8 drops triple strike, basically. You can't, it doesn't work. Z-Stack negation. Can skill negation counterplays such as Tyrannical Blow and Cold Bloodlust stop Z-Stack from happening? Yes it can. So Z-Stack is an auto on-play skill, which means that when you play a card, Z-Stack activates, which means that you can affect it with all counterplays that would normally affect autos that come out that trigger on play. So in this scenario, your opponent is playing Android 21 in the name of peace. You pay 1 for Tyrannical Blow, you will negate its skills, including Z-Stack. So Z-Stack not working. You can do the same with Cold Bloodlust. Hopefully you got your Tyrannical Blows before they got bought out, because in Europe they're gone. Like, it's almost impossible to find them, and they're super expensive now. Like, not super expensive, but more expensive. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Here is one that you might run into. Can Camber combo with attacking cards with Servant? In this scenario, your opponent has a battle card with Servant skill. Let's say Vegeta from the new Vegeta starter deck, and he's attacking you with it. You have your Z leader out, and your Z leader has the activate battle skill, which says once per turn, if this card is in a battle, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with Servant and use them in a combo. Okay, from in your combo area, so buff yourself. So he's attacking you, you have the Z leader out, and you want to activate its activate battle skill. Can you do this? Can you combo with cards with Servant which are attacking you? Yes you can. Camber is broken, it's stupid. As long as the card with Servant doesn't have barrier, you can use your activate battle skill to combo with it, effectively ending the attack. So guys, if you're fighting against Camber, keep this in mind, because if you swing with a card with Servant, don't combo with this. Like, don't get into a position where you just dump your hand and he says okay, activate battle, and removes it, ends the attack entirely. And Camber players, remember, you can use your activate battle when you're attacked with cards by cards with Servant to just remove them and end the attack effectively. So you can use this to your advantage when playing against the new Gogeta starter deck, because that one has attackers with Servant, or you can, use this info and be very careful when fighting against Camber, because I expect that we'll be seeing a lot of Camber very, very soon. Speaking of Camber, can you use Overlord on Z battle cards? No, you can't. Here is why. One of the conditions of Overlord is that you bottom deck a card. Z battle cards have the rule that says basically when they are removed from the battle area, they're removed from the game, which makes it so that you can't bottom deck them. And because you can't bottom deck them, like you literally can't place them at the bottom of the deck, you can't use Overlord skills on them at all. You can't even say I'm attempting to use this on a Z battle card, because it doesn't work. You cannot fulfill the starting condition, which starting condition is Servant, and then the next condition is to put it at the bottom of the deck. You must resolve as much as possible, and you just can't do that. So no, you can't use Now let's look at an SCR this time around. So Android 21 SCR versus tokens. Do you still gain life when removing tokens and Z battle cards? So here is the effect. If your leader is blue or green, when this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unisons, ignoring barrier, and place them under this card, and for every 2 cards chosen, you may add the top card of your deck to your life, up to 2 cards, so you ramp 2 lives. When you play your Android 21 SCR, you must choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unisons. I forgot to write unisons, but you know what the card does anyway, including Z battle cards and clone tokens, and place them under this card to gain life. However, tokens and Z battle cards are removed from the game. They don't go under this card. So do you still gain life? Yes you do, and here is why. Because if you read the auto, the condition for gaining life is choosing cards, not placing them under the SCR. It says here, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and unisons, ignoring barrier, place them under this card, and for every 2 cards chosen, you may add the top card of your deck to your life. Not for every 2 cards placed under the leader, under the SCR, for every 2 cards chosen. This is the first effect that you resolve when you play it. You choose cards. So no matter where they go, if you manage to choose like 4 of them, you ramp 2 lives. It doesn't matter if they don't go under your SCR. So yeah, life ramp works with tokens and Z battle cards. Okay, we have a couple of more to go, guys. If you're enjoying this video, please share it, hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let's get to 3000 subs. Now, let's continue. Goku SR plus combo. Do you lose 5k combo if you use Goku's auto to get 10k? So his auto is if a player's leader is black. When this card is used in a combo, choose up to 1 of your cards and it gets plus 10k power for the battle, and play this card from your combo area in your opponent's battle area. So in this scenario, you're attacking and you use SS on Goku Berserk Instincts in a combo. Then you use its auto limit 1 to give 1 of your cards plus 10k power for the battle, and you remove this card from the combo area and you give it to your opponent. Initially he has 5k combo power. Do you still get those 5k combo power because you've comboed with him before you used your auto? No, you will lose the 5k combo power. So guys, here is what you did. You've comboed with him, he's in your combo area, he's giving plus 5k, but then you've used your auto to remove him from the combo area. So you lost the 5k, he's no longer in the combo area, but you got plus 10k instead. And now he's on your opponent's side of the field. So this is why you've lost 5k combo power. An interesting thing to keep in mind is, let's say you're the attacking player and you do this. your opponent can also use his auto during their defense step to give their card 10k and return the Goku back to you, because limit 1 applies to how many times can you use this skill in a turn as the master of the card. So you can use this auto once, but as soon as this card goes to your opponent's side of the field, your opponent is the master of this card, and he can also use auto limit 1 just once, and that's it. So yeah, you can basically play like ping pong with Goku. Yeah, that's something. That's a thing now. For all of my green players out there, guys, this one is for you. Android 21 versus Frieza. What happens when Android 21 battle card, the battle card, the one in the name of hunger, it's the Frieza counterplay. So this one has Z-Stack 2 battle cards. What happens when you play this card and your opponent responds with Frieza Charismatic Villain? Will Frieza's auto go off before you get a chance to use your Z-Stack skill? Because Z-Stack is also an auto which happens on play. What happens here? Horrible, ungodly things happen. So, keep this in mind. Z-Stack is an auto on play skill. So when this card is played, it goes into pending. Frieza's auto goes into pending as well. But because Android 21's player is the turn player, their auto resolves first, which means that Android 21 will eat Frieza. However, now that this is your Frieza card, because now that it's under your Android 21, it counts as your card and its auto is still on pending, you get to resolve its pending auto and KO one of your opponent's cards. Like, this is diabolical. So in the lamest, simplest terms, if your opponent is playing Android 21 in the name of hunger and you play Frieza, he will get to eat your Frieza first and then he will get to KO something with your Frieza. Guys, be very careful of this one. This isn't okay. This just isn't okay. And finally, here is one that we have talked about very recently in our How to Stop Android 21, Koichokai versus clones. Do Android 21's clone tokens trigger Koichokai? In this scenario, you're playing against Android 21. Android 21 will create a clone token at the end of your turn. Playing clone tokens counts as playing battle cards. Knowing this, on your turn, you play Koichokai. His effect is if your opponent plays a battle card with 20k power or less, they choose 2 cards from their hand and they send them to their warp. Will Koichokai's effect trigger when a clone token enters play at the end of your turn? Yes, clone tokens trigger Koichokai. That's how you fight Android 21. Although clone tokens enter play at the end of your turn, it is still your turn, and they count as your opponent playing battle cards. So, because it's at the end of your turn, it's still at the end of your turn. It's not at the start of your opponent's next turn, meaning that Koichokai will indeed trigger and your opponent will have to warp 2 cards from their hand. Yeah, as I've said, this is how you fight Android 21. Before we end the video, let's quickly jump into the summary. Now you should be prepared for some scenarios which might occur at upcoming regionals, because Camber is going to get played, Android 21 is going to get played. So it's important that you know these rules so that you're not caught off guard, especially like the Android 21 Frieza one. Guys, that's a major feels bad if you get caught off guard with that one. That's like major feels bad. Although we've answered a lot of questions today, there are likely still a lot of unanswered questions left, so feel free to post them in the comments below, or better yet, because I might not know the answers to these, but someone else might know, but better yet, here's what you should do. Go check out the Judge Discord and ask there. It's a great resource, use it, link to the Discord is in the description below. I might even pin it in the comments if I remember to do that, but you know that I keep forgetting stuff. So yeah, that's the summary. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, did you find these answers useful? Would you like to see more of these rules explained guides? I can dig for more of them from time to time. We can make more of these videos. I hope this helps. I really hope this helps. And guys, please share this video around with as many players as you can, because everyone should be aware of these rules. Because Dragon Ball is a weird game which has cards that just don't do what they say they do, or they do it in awkward ways because of rules. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of players will get caught off guard if they don't know about these. So please share the video, guys, and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything. I love our little community. And like I've said, hit those like and subscribe buttons, share the video. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 subs. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.